Hello and welcome to another video. I'm going to be traveling down Bardstown Road on a kick scooter. It's a little bit of an experiment because as everyone's usually aware, if you rent a Lime or Bird, whatever kick scooter rental service, Spin, I think, there's a bunch of them. Any of those you rent, you're technically supposed to ride them on the road or in bike lanes, not on the sidewalks. So this is Bardstown Road, which is one of the more popular throughways in the city of Louisville. And I'm riding a ES2 Segway kick scooter. It's got the battery on it, so it is more similar to the faster models. It does 20 miles per hour, or it doesn't do 20, it does 18.6 top speed. The rental scooters typically don't do that fast. I think they do like 12, 13 miles per hour, or they may be geo-fenced to do slower speeds in certain areas, but so this is just to see how safe it is to actually ride one of these down a main road. This is on a Sunday evening, so it's not as busy as it would be on a Friday or Saturday, because I thought that might be a little bit too much, pressing my luck a little bit too much. I figured still get a good sample of what it's like on a Sunday in the evening, so it's not still super crowded. And again, this is just to see what it's like riding on here when you're on something that's got a top speed of 20 miles per hour. These are technically parking lanes, but people were not happy with the speed I was going. Yeah, so just traveling down Bardstown Road, see how far down I can go. Just to give you an idea of what it's like. So this is, probably different city to city, night to night, And to be fair, I have seen plenty of people riding the kick scooters on the sidewalk, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody get a ticket. I think it's mostly just if someone who's doing that crashes into someone or causes trouble, they might be stopped and fined or talked to. But if you're riding normally, I don't think people care too much. And that was some activity, cars pulling out and people crossing the road not looking. Again, this is one that can do 20 miles per hour, much faster than a lot of the rental ones, so this would not necessarily be representative of your experience. And this is a road too where they, in recent years, have changed the layout of the road and opened up the sides for parking. So instead of being through two through lanes of traffic, there's a through lane and a parking lane, and that has slowed the traffic down considerably. Don't do it. I would probably, so I, did not ride on the road during the earlier stretches of Bardstown Road because people regularly do 35 miles per hour, and kind of regardless of what the law says, riding a vehicle at the top speed of, under 20 on a 35 mile per hour road is not gonna make people too happy. It's not gonna do you any favors. Yeah, but I don't know if you can see, this has a light under it.
It's hot as a bitch.
And even if people behind me in traffic are angry, I am following the law. Because it would be quite easy traveling at, you know, speeds above 10 miles per hour just to barrel into somebody on a sidewalk and knock them over and yourself. Something else that is an interesting experience is to see there's a red light. There's, you know, you can't run the red light, you can't make it through, but if you're going slower than people behind you would like, they get upset. I guess they want to race you to the red light. Yeah, so this is going down the corridor where there's all the Irish bars. Again, it's a Sunday night. It's, I think, just after 9 p.m. or a little bit after there, so not as busy as it would be on Friday or Saturday. Yeah, so I'm going to loop back around and go back out to the main road. So let's cut through some of these alleys. So, you know, so far no life or death scraps with anybody running me over, but it would absolutely not surprise me for people to have unsafe encounters. You know, riding something like this, or an e-bike, or even a moped. There's a lot of mopeds that don't have a super high top speed. I have this, I can show it at the end of the video. I'm wearing a Lumos Matrix helmet, which has turn signals on the front and back. It has this little controller you can put on the handlebars of your device to control it that allows you to signal without having to physically install signals and lights on your device, which is nifty. And so you're wearing a helmet plus you have turn signals, because on these scooters, I looked at putting turn signals on them, but you really have to keep your hands on the handlebars of these things, because it's got, you know, short, small wheels and tires, and then a long stem with short handlebars. It's very easy to lose control of these, because anytime I've ever seen anybody eat it on one of these scooters, they were getting cute with not holding both of the handlebars and sticking their leg out, or trying to try to impress people. Which I wouldn't recommend. Let's see if anybody gets mad that I'm only doing 20 and not. Yep, the person behind me is not too happy. I think they're thinking about passing me, but these are relatively slow throughways going to a red light. around me, even though the traffic is not that far ahead of me. There's Nowhere Bar. Someone was shot and killed there not too long ago. Or they were shot at least. I'm not sure if they... what the result of that was. Well... so that's what happens when you follow the law. You have people that don't realize you're supposed to ride these on the street. Here, I'm gonna go up behind them. I'll probably end up at a red light. And if anybody gets angry that I'm riding this on the road, that's what the law states. It's a Sunday evening, so it's not like it's the busiest time of the week. I often see people on bicycles and such. There's pretty frequent red lights, so it's not like you float along here going too fast. But people get furious. Well, someone passed me again. Supposed to be a share the road type deal. Again, I am doing what you're supposed to do. Now, you may not, you know, cutting over into some of these parking lanes aren't being used. I think there's some of them are bus lanes where the buses have clear passage through to the bus stops, but aside from that, you're not really supposed to cut through those, but common sense will prevail over somebody running you over. I always pull up a little bit further because these are not heavy enough to trigger the road sensors. See how this goes. I'm not going to go all the way down here on this, because people do get upset. If you're supposed to ride on the road, I guess I'll get over. But then you end up in the scenario where you get squeezed trying to get back over. Cases, it's better just to let people through than to get ran over and get smushed. And at these, you know, at this section, it's not like you can go through here 1,000 miles per hour anyway, because there are a lot of people just randomly crossing to go across these streets, especially on the weekends when it's bar time. So once I get up here, I'm going to cut back over. So At this point, I have not been ran over or shot or stabbed or attacked. I've only been honked at, which is, all things considered, not the worst that could happen. Yeah, so I figure I'd just take this down Bardstown Road, see how that would go. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I would say take the side streets, because there are side streets that go parallel to most of this. Or maybe if you're in a group, or if traffic is more bumper to bumper. Because traffic wasn't as heavy as it can be, and you know, just earlier somebody honked, went around. So, and, you know, I'm not recommending that you ride on the sidewalks, but if they're sparsely populated and used, you know, late hours of the night or part of the day, there's nobody on them, I will just say I've not seen anyone get a ticket for that. Obviously, that would, you know, consider that you're safe and don't run over people and run at reasonable speeds. Again, not recommending that, just stating what I've seen daily. But yeah, so that was riding this this Segway ES2 kick scooter down Bardstown Road, nighttime on a Sunday. I realized after getting home that I had forgotten to show the helmet, because I mentioned I was going to show this Lumos helmet. So it is the Matrix, so it has lights on the front, it has a light bar, and on the back it has this display that can show different things. So it can show different designs, and it has turn signals. So you can indicate a left turn, a right turn, and then the front of the helmet also has those turn signals. And yeah, this isn't anything I'm not, you know, this isn't a paid promotion. I didn't get this for free. I bought it my own money. It just seemed like a good way to get some turn signals on a bike or scooter or something like that. So they have other models that are a little bit less expensive that don't have the, like this LED grid display on the back. They have ones that have more basic displays that are cheaper. Because I think you can get them from Amazon or from their website, Lumos. Or I think I actually bought this one from the Apple store. Because they were the only one that had this in stock at the time. Because it also has an app that works with Android or iOS that you can use to change some of the settings, and you can even use that. If you have an Apple Watch, you can use gestures to make it do turn signals. But yeah, so this is the Lumos Matrix helmet, which I was wearing. Seems like a good thing to have on like one of those scooters, because you can use this little controller as you can mount this to almost anything, because it just uses rubber bands to attach the holder for this to handlebars. So you can use this to add, you know, essentially turn signals to anything that you're riding. But yeah, so that's the Lumos Matrix helmet. Until next time.